resuming the worksheet and we'll be starting with question number 4. So the ones who tried question number 5 were able to do that homework question, so we're not going over it. Yes, question number 4. Prove the identity cos 4 theta plus 4 cos 2 theta equals 8 cos 4 theta minus 3. All right, so we know that cos 2 theta equals, we know that cos 2 theta equals, there are 3 equivalent formulas for that, but I'm just going to use the cos one, which is 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay. ये वाला use होगा because we need to change cos 2 theta into cos. We don't need sine here, so we're not going to use the other 2 equivalent formulas. Okay, so equivalent identities. All right. Similarly, if cos 2 theta is this, then what is going to be cos 4 theta equals to? If cos 2 theta is this, then what is cos 4 theta? You have to follow a similar pattern. What is happening here, that this theta is now going to double. If this theta doubles, then this theta also doubles. So we would have 2 stays the same, cos square stays the same, but theta changes into 2 theta minus 1. Okay, now I'm going to make this substitution. So cos 4 theta is 2 times, and I'm writing this as, for more clarity, I'm writing this as cos bracket whole square cos 2 theta minus 1. That's how I'm writing it. So cos 4 theta, this will be replaced by this. So 2 brackets cos 2 theta whole square minus 1 plus 4 times this will be replaced with this. So 4 times bracket 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay. Now this cos theta, cos 2 theta will be replaced with this as well. So 2 times bracket 2 cos square theta minus 1 whole square minus 1 plus 8 cos square theta minus 4. Expand this further. 2 brackets a square minus 2ab plus b square. So 4 cos power 4 theta minus 4 cos square theta plus 1. Minus 1 plus 8 cos square theta minus 4. So we have 8 cos 4 theta minus 8 cos square theta plus 2 minus 1 plus 8 cos square theta minus 4. So this and this cancels out, and we have 8 cos power 4 theta and minus 3. So we have the required. We got this. Any questions here? All right. Part 2. Hence, meaning use the result of the previous part, solve this equation. So instead of the left-hand side, I'm going to use this. For part 2, we have 8 cos power 4 theta minus 3 equals to 2. So that is cos 4 theta equals 5 by 8. So that would be cos theta equals, whenever it's a positive power, we write plus minus before the root. 4th root of 5 by 8. I'm turning off my video because Zoom is telling me that my internet connection is unstable. So this would be cos theta equals, what is the 4th root of 5 by 8? That is 0.8891 plus minus 0.8891. So I'm going to find alpha first. For alpha, we ignore the sign and we're going to take cos inverse 0.8891. So we're in degrees. Cos inverse answer is 27.23. Okay. Now cos is positive in the first quadrant. Add sugar to coffee, and in the 4th quadrant. And also cos is negative in the 2nd quadrant and the 3rd quadrant. So we're going to find all these angles. These are all 27.23. This is also 27.23. This is also 27.23. And this is also 27.23. So our domain is from 0 to 360 degrees. So we have to include all angles between 0 to 360 degrees. So one answer would be this anti-clockwise angle. The other one would be from here all the way till here, which is 360 minus 27.3. One would be this, which is 180 minus 27.3, and one would be this, which is 180 plus 27. So the answer would be, I'm now writing all the answers directly. Theta would be equals to 27.2, correct to 1 decimal place. Then 152.76. This one, 180 minus 27.2. And then 207.2. This one in the 3rd quadrant. And the 4th one is 360 minus 27.3, which is 27.23, which is 332.8. So these are the 4 answers. Since cos is positive as well as negative, so we have to take the angles in all 4 quadrants. Okay. Question 5 was your homework question, and there's no problem in it for those who attempted it. And now we're going to do question number 6. So that this equation can be written like this. Okay. So we have to show that this can be written like this. So we know the compound angle formulas for tan. Let me copy it from the formula sheet as well. So let's expand tan 30 plus theta. So according to the formula, that's going to be tan 30 plus tan theta upon 1 minus tan 30 tan theta. Equals to 2 times tan 60 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan 60 tan theta. Now, what is tan 30 and tan 60? Tan 30 is 1 by under root 3. Let me check. No, it's under root 3 by 3. So tan 30 is under root 3 by 3 plus tan theta upon 1 minus under root 3 upon 3 tan theta equals 2 times what is tan 60 under root 3 minus tan theta upon 1 plus under root 3 tan theta. Now we cross multiply. So we get square root of 3 upon 3. मेरी वर्किंग पे ना नजर रखनी है, कहीं भी स्लाइड पे गलती होती है let me know. Times 1 plus under root 3 tan theta equals 2 times square root of 3 minus tan theta times 1 minus square root of 3 upon 3 tan theta. So expand the first set of brackets, square root of 3 upon 3 plus square root of 3 times square root of 3 would be 3 upon 3 would be 1. So plus tan theta plus another tan theta and plus square root of 3 tan square theta equals, let's just isolate 2 for now, ignore 2 for now, and under root 3 minus, again under root 3 times under root 3 is 3, and then 3 divided by 3 is 1. So minus tan theta, another minus tan theta, and plus square root of 3 upon 3 tan square theta. Okay. Now let's expand this further. 2 square root of 3 minus tan theta would be minus 2 tan theta, and then that would become minus 4 tan theta. Plus 2 square root of 3 upon 3 tan square theta. And the right hand side is the same. So you're going to copy the same equation. Okay, now let's bring everything to the same side. So, okay, I'm going to bring the left hand side to the right hand side. So we get square root of 3 minus 2 by 3 square root of 3 bracket tan square theta. Then we have plus 2 here at the left hand side, minus 4 goes over there, comes plus 6 tan theta. And for the constants, we have plus square root of 3 upon 3 at one end and minus 2 under root 3 at the other. Okay. So I'm going to simplify this in my calculator. Square root of 3 minus 2 by 3 times square root of 3. That is square root of 3 upon 3. Tan square theta plus 6 tan theta. And now I'm going to add this in my calculator. So under root 3 upon 3 minus 2 under root 3 is minus 5 under root 3 upon 3 equals 0. Okay. So what are we supposed to show? Tan square theta, the coefficient of tan square theta is 1. So I'm going to divide both sides with under root 3 upon 3. So that the coefficient of tan square theta becomes 1. This becomes tan square theta plus what is 6 divided by brackets fraction under root 3 upon 3. That is 6 under root 3. And minus what is bracket 5 square root of 3 upon 3 divided by, I think it's just 5 square root of 3 upon 3. Yes, it's just going to be 5. 9. Sorry, मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया. Yes, it's just 5. So minus 5 equals to 0. Is this what we were supposed to show? Yes. So you got the required quadratic equation. Actually, I've missed tan theta over here. This is just simple algebra. There are some surds rule involved, but you don't need to know that as long as you're using the calculator properly. Any questions here in part 1? And can you guys hear me properly? आवाज सही आ रही है मेरी?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Part 2. Okay. Hence or otherwise, solve this equation. Now we're being asked to solve this equation and it says hence before that. So that means instead of using this tan term, we're going to use this hidden quadratic equation. So for part 2, we're going to now solve the hidden quadratic equation. Let's do that here. So I'm going to write let y equals tan theta. So our quadratic equation is y square plus 6 square root of 3y minus 5 equals to 0. We'll have to use quadratic formula. Y equals minus b plus minus square root b square minus 6 under root 3. No, it's actually plus under 6 under root 3 whole square. B square minus 4 AC upon 2A. So y equals okay. I'm going to enter this in the calculator. So I'm getting 0.4607. 0.460701, and the other value is minus 10.8530. Okay, now y will be replaced with tan theta. Tan theta is equals to 0.460701, and tan theta equals minus 10.8530. First thing we'll do is find alpha for both the cases. In alpha, we ignore the sign. Tan inverse 10.8530, which gives alpha equal 24.7356, and alpha equals 54.73. Okay. Let me just confirm. So the first one is correct, and I'm going to double check the second one. 10.8530.
मैम 180 से माइनस करना था, वो नेगेटिव था उसका
हाँ,
ओरिजिनल.
ठीक है, we're not done yet. Now we're going to draw the x-axis and y-axis and place these in the correct quadrants. So when tan is positive, it's either in the first quadrant or add sugar to, or the third quadrant. So it's either here, 24.73, or here. And for the negative one, it's here, 84.73, and here. Do we have a restricted domain in this question? Theta is between 0 to 180. Okay, that means that we disregard this solution. It's out of the domain, and disregard this solution. So one of the answers for theta is 24.73. This one. And the other one is 180 minus that. 180 minus 84.73, which gives 95.26. So our answers are 95.3 and 24.7. This was question 2 of part 2 of question 6. Okay, question 7. If you have any questions, please ask. So then we move on to question 7. Prove the identity cosecant 2 theta plus cot 2 theta is equals to cot. Okay. Cosecant is the reciprocal of what? ठीक है? किसका रेसिप्रोकल होता है कोसेकेंट, और कॉट किसका रेसिप्रोकल होता है? Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So this can be written as 1 by sine 2 theta plus cot 2 theta is 1 by tan 2 theta. And tan is actually sine by cos. So I'm instead of tan 2 theta, I'm writing sine 2 theta in the denominator. And then cos 2 theta in the numerator. And also cot theta would be 1 by tan theta. So if we're able to show that the left hand side is equals to 1 by tan theta, then we've done our job. So let's take LCM. Sine 2 theta upon 1 plus cos 2 theta. And let's expand it. Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. And cos 2 theta can be replaced with either cos square theta minus sine square theta, or 2 cos square theta minus 1, or 1 minus sine square theta. So what should we replace it with? इसी से भी कर सकते हैं, और won't make any difference. I'm just randomly going to use this. इससे क्या हो रहा है, मुझे नजर आ रहा है that 1 and -1 will cancel out. So that's going to be a slight convenience, but honestly, you can use any one of these. It will in the end get you the same answer. So this and this cancels out. So we get 2 cos square theta upon 2 sine theta cos theta. And now 1 cos theta and the square cancels out, 2 and 2 cancels out. So we get cos theta by sine theta, which is actually cot theta, because this is 1 by tan theta, which is cot theta, or you can directly write cot theta from there. Because remember, tan is sine by cos, so cot is cos by sine. So we've proved the identity in part 1. Part 2 says, hence solve this equation. So the left hand side can be replaced with cot theta now from part A and equated to 2. Cot theta equals to 2 means 1 by tan theta equals to 2. Part 2, cot theta equals to 2. That means 1 by tan theta equals to 2, which means tan theta equals half. Alpha would be tan inverse half which would be 26.5650. Tan theta is positive half, so where is tan positive? First quadrant and third quadrant. So this is 26.56 and 26.56. And since the domain is between 0 to 360 degree, we'll be including both the angles. So the first answer for theta is 26.6 after rounding. And the other answer for theta would be 180 plus 26.56, which is 206.6 after rounding to 1 decimal place. You should ideally show a long, accurate answer before rounding it off. Any questions here? So then we'll start question 8. Cos A is equals to 3 by 5. Where alpha is between 0 to 90 degrees. Show your working and without using a calculator, evaluate A. And without using a calculator to evaluate A. Okay, so you can't use cos inverse 3 by 5 to find the value of A. Find the exact value of sine alpha A minus 30. Okay, so we're going to use compound angle formula for sine, which is sine A cos 30 minus cos A sine 30. Now what is cos 30 and sine 30? Cos 30 is 4 by 5 and sine 30 is half, I believe. So this would be 4 by 5 and that's half. And let's put here. Cos 30 is under root 3 by 2. So I was looking at somewhere else. Okay, this would be under root 3 by 2. All right. Now what about sine A and cos A? Cos A already we know is 3 by 5. What about sine A? So if cos A is 3 by 5 and we know A is in the first quadrant because it's between 0 and 90, then we can draw A here, curly brown here, and then from Pythagoras theorem, this is going to be 4. 5 square root 5 square minus 3 square, which is 4. Okay. So then sine A is 4 by 5. So yes, this is 4 by 5. So when we multiply and add these, what do we get? 4 by 5 times square root of 3 by 2 minus 3 by 5 times half. We get, enter this in your calculator and you'll get minus 3 plus 4 under root 3 by 10. Question clearly says find the exact value, so you cannot press SD in the calculator. Part 2. Find the exact value of tan 2 alpha. So tan 2 alpha is equals to 2 tan alpha upon 1 minus tan square alpha. And tan square just means tan A whole square. So tan A upon 1 minus tan A whole square. Okay. So now again, let's come back to this triangle. We know that tan A would be through proper brushing 4 by 3 or 2 of opposite over adjacent. So tan A is 4 by 3. So 2 times 4 by 3 divided by 1 minus 4 by 3 whole square. Enter all of this in your calculator together and you would get minus 24 by 7. Last part is, and find the exact value of tan 3A. We still have to do this. So we have to find tan 3A now. How do we find tan 3A? So tan 3A would be tan A plus 2A. So we're going to use the compound angle formula given in the formula sheet. Tan A plus tan 2A, 1 minus tan A, tan 2A. I'm going to send you guys a new link now. Okay. So tan A we already know is what? Tan A is 4 by 3. So replace tan A with 4 by 3 plus tan 2A is minus 24 by 7 upon 1 minus tan A is 4 by 3 times tan 2A is minus 24 by 7. And this collectively would give us minus 44 over 177, which is the final answer for tan 3A. It is the exact value of tan 3. Okay. Next is question 9. All right, sorry. Okay, so solve the equation cos theta plus 4 cos 2 theta is equals to 3. Take it. Okay. So cos 2 theta will be replaced with 2 cos squared theta minus 1, and then we'll get a hidden quadratic equation. Let's quickly do this. Cos theta plus 4 times cos 2 theta is 2 cos squared theta minus 1 equals to 3. Cos theta plus 8 cos square theta minus 4 is equals to 3. 8 cos square theta plus cos theta minus 7 is equals to 0. So hidden quadratic equation, 8y square plus y minus 7 is equals to 0. Let me confirm. Okay. So can we factorize this? I believe we can. I'm going to check from my calculator. A is 8, B is 1, C is minus 7. So y is equal to 7 by 8. Y equals to minus 1. But when we're pulling a stunt like this, we have to be very careful. I've told this to you guys 1,000 times. This step must be there. Otherwise, you will lose marks like dominoes. 2y, acha, ye ho gaya. So we get the method mark and we get the accuracy mark. Okay, now we replace y with cos theta. Cos theta equals 7 by 8. Cos theta equals minus 1. Okay, so cos theta, let's find alpha in both the cases. Alpha would be cos inverse 7 by 8. It's going to be 28.955. And the other one is going to be 180 degree. Cos inverse minus 1 is 180 degree. Okay. So cos is positive in the first quadrant and add sugar to coffee. The last quadrant, 28.955 here. And 28.955 here. Okay. And cos is negative in the second quadrant and the third quadrant. So 180 degree would just be drawn here. This is 180 degrees. So yes, that's I believe the only answer. And the domain 0 to 180. Okay, so this is out of the domain. So this is our first answer. Theta equals 28 point, ये हो जाएगा 29.0 after rounding to one decimal place. And this one is just 180 degrees. Theta equals 180 degrees. These are our two answers. Okay. Okay, guys, something has come up, so class आज थोड़ी छोटी होगी. We're ending the lesson here, and I'll shortly send you guys the homework questions in WhatsApp group. Okay. If you have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Allah Hafiz.